I've created more than 50 different apps using these AI no-code editors. I implemented user authentication, SEO, blog, one-time payments and subscriptions using Stripe, emails, third-party API connections, dashboard, etc. So in this video I will share pros and cons of each AI editor so you can choose the best one to build your app, SaaS or startup. Let's go. Okay, let's start from building some kind of like a landing page with screenshot design of creating some kind of like a compressor. So as you can see, Bolt can easily start creating code that you asked, like a Next.js, TypeScript or something like that, easily. And you would be able to see this code right in front of your screen. It's really important if you need to make some kind of changes also. Next, so you see that page is working fine. Let's implement Clerk for authentication. Just go to your Clerk account, go to configure, scroll down to API keys and copy your API keys and add it to your Bolt like here. Okay, and click let's go. After that, Bolt will try to implement using its own knowledge to add Clerk authentication. This is, by the way, Clerk, one of the best AWS providers right now in the market, because it provides you the whole process of user AWS right from the box. You don't have to write anything. As you see, Bolt is starting producing errors and issues, and as you see on the screen right now, Bolt is trying to fix that. And this is, by the way, the biggest issue of these AI no-code editors, that you have to constantly trying to fix these issues again and again and again and again and again, etc. One of the other issues, it's that Bolt is rewriting env file. This is a really huge issue. I will make a note regarding that just a little bit later on, but this is what their SEO told us that it will be fixed, but it's not. Okay, let me show you how does it work with real functionality. So for instance, I want to upload an image and I want to squeeze this image from 10 megabytes to 1 megabyte or something like that using Bolt. So I didn't specify not Next.js, nothing basically. Let's see how Bolt will handle this standard functionality that will be inside your SaaS. Once again, this is a really straightforward and simple request if you need something to build with Bolt. This is how Bolt will start generating the code. One of the issues that I find out is sometimes it's regenerating code many times if you're trying to fix something. But anyhow, in our case and scenario, from the first try, Bolt was able to create this like an image compressor. And let's choose the image, hit this one, open, let's compress, and yep, looks like it's working from the first try. Thanks God. Okay, so the image compressing is working. Let's go back to our Clerk and let's ask Clerk to fix this issue. Not Clerk, Bolt, sorry. So as you see, Bolt is trying to rewrite your env file, and I already added real API keys to that. Let me show this one to you. Yes, so as you see, env file was totally rewritten. This is, I'm sorry, this is guys unacceptable. So when you're working with Bolt, they should lock this file from rewriting. Once again, their CEO told us that it will be completed 1 month ago, and still it's not working. I'm sorry. You have to do this troubleshooting again and again and again until it will work. Sometimes it takes from 15 minutes, sometimes it will take you about an hour to do this troubleshooting. I want to be honest with you, because AI may start doing hallucinations and rewrite working code, remove some kind of code. So yeah, this is one of those issues where you have to do a lot of troubleshooting. On top of that, let's go to subscription, and I've paid $20. They're giving me 10 million tokens per month, and I already spent almost 1 million tokens, and Clerk is still not working. So this is, it's about like how the real troubleshooting in Bolt works. Sorry, this is not the best one to implement something from the first try. So sometimes you have to go to ChatGPT or Mini or Claude, whatever, and explain the issue that you have. This is, by the way, a life hack that I find out very, very useful. And you have to troubleshoot the issue manually. So you're just copying the errors that AI is producing to you, and you're asking another AI to help you do the troubleshooting, because Bolt will jump into this infinitive loop of trying to fix the same issue with the same approach again and again and again and again. This is probably their biggest disadvantage right now, but hopefully during the next months or year, I don't know, they will fix that. So just go to another AI provider, try to figure out how it works and try to fix. Anyway, the biggest advantage from Bolt, what I found out, it's their deployment function. You just click deploy, and if your build is successful, once again, if it's successful, because if you have problems like with Clark, you will spend from 1 to 2 million tokens just fixing it. But if it's successful from the first try, Bolt will generate you a URL that you can use to start playing with your service or associating your domain name or something like that. This is very, very, very useful, because deployment sometimes it's really painful. Anyway, everything is working, great. Anyway, if you don't want to hustle and you want to build your startup really, really, really fast, I've created for you a micro SaaS Fast. This is the tool that I created, where you have already connections with payments, emails, user hours, blog, SEO, UI design, database connections, and deployment using Vercel, etc. On top of that, the code is your intellectual property. So if you want to launch your startup fast, use micro SaaS Fast today. Link in the description. Now let's jump to Windsurf AI. Just go to this codium.com Windsurf and download it. After that, open it and click create open folder and create just a new project that you are interested in. You can name it whatever. It's not so important. Okay, and click open. This will be an absolutely empty project. Then let's go to running an Next.js, because if you will type this, if you will ask your tool to generate for you a new Next.js project, it will create a ton of hallucinations. On top of that, these AI tools do not know Next.js 15 because it was released like a few weeks ago, and it's better to launch a Next.js 14. So just go to Claude, ask how to do that, copy this command, go to your terminal and run it here. After that, like yes, 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 no, 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 it's just like a default things, and it will create for you new Next.js project. This is pretty simple and straightforward. Then let's go and ask the same thing that we asked to Bolt. But choose Claude AI, not ChatGPT, because ChatGPT you have to prompt it like 3-4 times until it will start writing the code. It's really awful. Anyway, Claude AI creating and running all things in terminal that you need from the first try. It's writing the code, it's understanding the context. By the way, Windsurf, one of the best ideas in terms of understanding the context, because Bolt hallucinate, Lovable hallucinate, Cursor AI hallucinate, but this guy is the best one. Anyway, let's go to localhost and check if it's working. Let's choose this image. Okay, compress. Yep, great. So regarding the deployment, you have to, if your system is working, you have to go to Vercel, create an account using GitHub, and then associate your GitHub to a Vercel. It's super easy. Let's go back to our Windsurf and let me show you how you can create a build so you can do the deployment. Go to package.json, click build, and it will start creating a build for you. Once again, this is a standard process. We are using just our mouse and that's it. We are not writing a code here, basically. We're just prompting, but we're using a few commands that we need. When the build is completed, you have to go once again back to package.json and click start. After that, it will launch your project and you have to check, is it working or not? It's very, very important. So go to your localhost and check it. No, not working. It's creates some kind of like error, whatever. Just copy the error, go back here, paste it, and that's it. Do not explain nothing. Windsurf will try to solve the issue automatically by itself. This is a really great. He will try use different approaches to solve the issue, because it's really smart. It's understand the context. It can use it different ways how to solve the issue. It takes some time sometimes to solve something that is not working, but sometimes Windsurf will create an error, as you see on the screen right now. This error means that they have some issues on their end, on the background. Maybe with amount of tokens, maybe with amount request to their like a Claude AI or something like that. Because if you will switch to a ChatGPT, it will work. But as I mentioned before, their ChatGPT, it's absolute nonsense. Anyway, if you want to build something cool and legit, Windsurf AI is one of the most tools. You can use My Micro SaaS Fast and build inside My Micro SaaS your core functionality. On top of that, please check this video that you see on your screen right now, where using Windsurf, I've created a SaaS using Stripe payments, webhook, using third-party API integration, and so on. Windsurf for this kind of tools is the best AI no-code editor in the market. On top of that, if you want to use Windsurf correctly, just create an instruction folder, and inside this instructions folder, create an instruction MD file and paste this kind of like a prompt here. This is, by the way, what I used previously in one of my videos to create a tool. Once again, keep in mind, Next.js should be 14, not 15, because AI do not have knowledge about Next 15. And before you start using this like a big prompt, you should use it step by step, chunk by chunk, like a file upload, then the next one, number 2, audio transcription, and so on and so forth. But before that, just ask your AI, check this file if they have access to this file, and make sure that they understand the context, something like with this simple prompt before you start building. So AI will try to check the file. AI saying that the file is empty. This because like Dennis, me, start hallucinating and I didn't save the file. So Command S, let's go back here and tell the AI that user was hallucinated. Yeah, so finally I saved the file and AI have access to the file, have access to the context, and after that you can step by step, always do this step by step, making a functionality, making the implementation, and so on and so forth. AI in this case is pretty damn smart. So use Windsurf AI if you want to build something big and legit, because it's understand the context, and using this step-by-step approach, as I mentioned, you can achieve result. But once again, right now they have an error. Now let's chat about Lovable. Lovable.dev, this is a really great tool. So let me show you what I've done with my team. We created this using screen sharing functionality and no code. So we created a tool where you can transform your PDF with Clerk login. Let me show you how it works. Let's go back to our test email. We created even a real email just to show you that this tool is working, and you can make it start working on Bolt, on Lovable, whatever. It doesn't even matter. So inside, after you did a login, it will redirect. No, it's not. It will go to the same page, but you can go to your account. Clerk is working. Go to a dashboard, and you see your profile and dashboard. Now you can choose a PDF files that you want to edit. You can also add multiply files, so just do not forget to add the name to the file, something like a sales, whatever, report. The basic idea of this concept that you see on the screen right now, it's uploading a bunch of different PDF files, associate these PDF files with your user, and save the data into a Supabase PostgreSQL database. So this was the idea. By the way, this video will be released next week, so do not forget to like, subscribe to my YouTube channel to see how I did this with my team and how you can repeat to build something similar like that. So right now we uploaded 3 files. Let's go back to our database. You see the same names. You see that they are associated to our user. Awesome, works. Lovable started hallucinating a lot, but we managed to solve this issue. I will show you in the video how. Anyway, right now you see the file. You can close file, you can choose another file, and you can start making an edits to the file. The biggest pain in the ass was not to use the standard libraries, but transform this text to an HTML, and after that work with that so you can update or edit your PDF file and then reverse it back to a PDF, because without that all these PDF libraries from the box didn't work out, unfortunately. So as you see, these updates is working here and here. Cool, awesome. So as you see, it's pretty much simple and straightforward. Anyway, let's go back to Lovable with our basic prompt that we used for a Bolt, for a Windsurf, and see how Lovable can handle these simple functionality. Spoiler, everything will be good, nothing unexpected. But when you're working with Lovable, it's really important to understand that Lovable has its own limitations, because Bolt love to eat your tokens and hallucinate. Lovable loves to not provide you a problem-solving solution. So with Lovable, you have to do a lot of troubleshooting, and you have to choose a new way how you will solve the issue. So let's check the image compressor. Let's choose the image. Open this one. Awesome. Yes, looks like working. Great. Cool. Anyway, so with Lovable, we have a huge advantage. We can automatically connect to a Supabase. I think this is, by the way, the future of all these editors, and we can easily publish it. So when you click deploy, it will automatically generate a URL for you that you can use and show it to your customers, show it to your friends, whatever. It's super easy, super simple, just one click button deployment and your URL ready to go. Once again, when your URL is ready, do not forget to test. It's always a good practice to test if it's working on production or not, because sometimes it will not work. Unfortunately, this is a reality. And it can create a GitHub repository and upload code to your GitHub repo. Let's upload it to my GitHub repository. And let's go to GitHub. Okay, so this is what they did. As you can see, it's explain how to run the code, what's inside the code. It's pretty damn good documented, but the main issue that they're using a Vite plus TypeScript and React on the background. So you cannot create your Next or Node.js or something like that if you want to build it with your own languages and frameworks. So this is probably one of the biggest disadvantages that they have right now on the market. So with Lovable, you can create a lot of different and really cool apps, but keep in mind that the biggest issue is troubleshooting. You have to use third-party services to troubleshoot the issue. On top of that, you don't have access to a console log, so sometimes you do not understand what is the issue, and you have to use a different approach to build something cool. But Lovable is doing this really pretty fast, and they're not eating tokens like insane like Bolt. Okay guys, so if you want to learn more about SaaS startups and AI, please join me on X, where I share tons of useful information with and insights with my audience regarding AI and all these kind of things. Next one, Cursor. So the Cursor, it's our final editor, and by the way, if you want to learn more how to use Cursor, please check this video where I shared how I created just a simple landing page with Calendly integration, which brings me few $1,000s, I think 3K over the last 2 months already. So just using a Cursor, landing page, and simple consultancy. Anyway, just check this video if you want to learn more step by step. Okay, so just download it for your Mac, similar to Windsurf. Open new folder, create a new folder, name it somehow like a best DA, Cursor, whatever, and click open. After that, please use the same command that I showed you with Next14, installing. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. It's pretty much simple and straightforward. And then let's check if it can create the same functionality as we did with Lovable, with Bolt, and with Windsurf. This tool can understand the context, but sometimes you can add manually files to understand the context. By the way, choose Composer, not Chat, on the right, not Chat. It's really important. And let's go to localhost and let's see if it's working. Upload image, compress, download. Yes, it's working. Great, cool. So one of the biggest issues with that, if you will go to pricing page, it will cost you $20 and Windsurf will cost you $10. So I would say that if Windsurf won't have those issues that they have right now, this will be probably number one of my decision right now. But Cursor can handle also a lot of different and cool things. So I would say that all of these tools have their own advantages and disadvantages. So you have to choose wisely. You have to play with them, with all of them. I would say Windsurf and Cursor, it's more like for advanced users who can do troubleshooting and understand how these issues works. But Lovable, Bolt, this is more for beginners who want to build something, but they do not know and understand how the code works and all these kind of things. Anyway, if you want to build SaaS and startup and you don't know where to start, or you need an advice, feel free to schedule a meeting with me and I would be able to help you with your micro SaaS or startup or app, whatever. So just use the link in the description below, watch my videos and see you.